In this tutorial, you will learn how to design a template that students can then use to create digital portfolios. To start, go to sites.google.com. Next, select a blank site. I am going to name this site as a template, student template. I'm also going to make sure that my file name matches the name of the site. For the next two steps of creating this template, you can do them in either order. You can either design a page first and then add additional pages, or you can add additional pages and then design each page. I am going to do the latter, and I am going to add pages first. So over on the right-hand side, next to Insert, I'm going to click Pages. Right now I only have a home page. I'm going to duplicate this page, and I'm going to change it because I also want to include a page where students can upload their final paper if this project included a research component. Additionally, I'm going to duplicate then that final paper page, and I'm going to change this one to be their reference page. Change it to references. Now along the top, I have the home page, final paper, and references. I'm going to click on my home page to make sure that's where I'm at, and go back to Insert on the right-hand side. From here, I can design my pages. Now that my pages have been added and I am confidently on the home page, I'm going to add placeholders and text boxes. For this home page, I want them to represent their work in 3 sections. I want them to insert an image, a video, and maybe a slide presentation. To do that, I am going to first add a placeholder by clicking on it. I'm going to resize that placeholder by selecting the blue dot, and this is where they will upload that image or a slide presentation or a video. I also want them to explain their work, and so I'm going to add 2 text boxes next to the placeholder. The first one being the title, the second one being their paragraph explanation. When I click on text box on the right-hand side, those text boxes will be added to the page below the placeholder. In order to fix that, I simply highlight over it, click on the dots in the middle of the box, and scroll to where I want it to live. Now once it's in the position, it will resize. Do the same thing. Now this first text box is the title, so I'm going to set up the size as well to be 30. And for this paragraph, I'm going to change the size to 14. I want 3 sections, so I'm going to repeat the process for the next section. The placeholder will load in the same spot. I'm going to resize it, but then for aesthetic reasons, I want to move this over to the other side of the page. So I simply click and drag that box to where I want it. And then I want to add text boxes again. I'm going to highlight over the text box, click where the dots are, and relocate it next to the placeholder. Then I'm going to change the font size. 30 for the title, 14 for the body of the text, and I want 1/3 section. So I'm going to click placeholder, resize that again to make it bigger, add 2 text boxes. I'm going to move those text boxes. Change the font size of the text boxes. And this page is done. I'm going to click on my final paper page. And for this page, there are 2 choices. If you would like students to type their final paper directly into this site, or to copy text from another document and paste it here, you want to insert a text box. If you want students to simply insert a Google Doc that they have already created, then you want to add a placeholder. Now this placeholder will need to extend across the entire section of your page, so I'm going to drag it to make it bigger. But now from here, students can select Google Drive and select a doc to add to this page. I'm going to do the same thing for the references page. I'm going to click placeholder, and I'm going to resize it. When students add their resources and their final paper, they're also going to need to resize this box so that the whole thing shows up on their webpage. But they can do that when they add their resource. We are just giving them a basic template. Now from here, you do not need to publish your template. The final and most important step in designing this student template is to share it with the students. In order to do that, you are going to go back to sites.google.com, and then instead of selecting something that's already here, you're going to go up above the templates where it says Start a New Site and select the Template Gallery. Once you are here, you will be located inside your organization. You can then submit a template, select a site, and select that site that you just named. For me, I'm going to go to Student Template, open that template. I'm going to submit a copy of it. That way, if I need to make changes, it will let me know which one is in the template gallery. And then for category, it's a basic template. Then I click Submit, and the template will show up for student use. In order for them to access this template, when they go to sites.google.com, they will also go to the template gallery and they will click on that template. It will load and they can change the name of the page, the name of the site, and add all of their information.